Let's do it.
Welcome to the RIP 28 podcast. This is the RIP 28 podcast. It's a podcast where a few friends get together and we talk about a few things. Now, some of those things you might like, some of those things you might not like, but we keep on talking about them on the RIP 28 podcast. I am the world's greatest football dad, Slaughter Sports Guy, joined by a few of my good friends. As always, we start off with the president. What's going on, El Presidente?
Hey, what's up, fellas? There's in the building as always. Let's go. Let's do it.
And then we had El Beezy. El Beezy, your favorite coach. What's going on, Beezy?
Man, it's Beezy the GOAT, your favorite coach, man. Just here to kick it with the guys again, man, like the old times. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Man, check this, man. A lot going on out in the world. But we want to let everybody know, make sure that you drop what you're doing, stop what you're doing, go to, what do you call it? Go to YouTube, make sure you share, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Where all can they catch us at, bro? Man, we everywhere. Where can the people catch us, bro?
Man, we everywhere. We on Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Podbay, Anchor. Man, anywhere you can stream a podcast, man, you can find the world's greatest, the RIP 28 podcast, man. So you have no reason to be out here missing our shows.
Yeah. Like Jalen Rose say, we get the people what they want.
What they want.
Man, we give them what they want, man.
That's it. But that's our job, man. That's what the people have come to expect from us. Anything else would be what?
Uncivilized, man. Man, check this, man. A lot going on out in the world. But, one thing I talk about, man, I opened up the show, man. I am the world's greatest football dad, man. I'm a proud papa.
Yes, sir.
My son, young Camden Williams, played in his first varsity football game. 9th grade, 14 years old, varsity, homeboy.
Let's go.
Now, I don't know if I want to talk about how he did that first game, but he on the varsity team.
Hey, you are not gonna do my nephew like that.
It's
his first game. His first game, he only gonna get better. You make your biggest jump from first week to second week. So give him a chance. He doing something you ain't do.
Yeah, true enough.
He getting four varsity letters.
That is
right.
His little jacket finna be filled up.
Early, dog. Because then they gonna get him into wrestling. So he gonna be all right, man.
My big boy, proud of my big boy. They got him in the game. He played defensive tackle. Now he wasn't starting, but he got in the game. First play he got in the game. Well, hey, they drove my big boy about 10 yards off the ball. It looked like he was a blocking sled for a second. Like, oh my goodness. But he settled down though. He dug in. Once he settled down and he dug in, he made his presence felt. He was in the backfield.
Right.
Causing some problems, got in on a couple of tackles. Yeah, man. Well, 10 years from now, he gonna have 4 sacks. That first game, his debut, he had the greatest freshman debut ever.
Hey, Slide, tell him don't do that, because the advantage we had is we ain't got much tape around, so we can say that. Here's it cemented. Nephew, you say I was on varsity my first game. It was rough. I was glad to get in the game. Don't go telling them lies, because they're gonna pull up. Was this you right here, Karl? That's you? You was playing safety?
They gonna say Google. Where are you?
Hey, Sly, they're gonna say you was playing safety or D tackle because you was back there with the dang on safety.
Yeah. But he did it though. He did it, man.
That's right, man.
And,
That's right.
I don't know who knows or who doesn't know, man. But it was, aside from you seeing your son out there playing football, everybody want their son to play football or be in sports or whatever. But it kind of special for me because I don't know who knows or who doesn't know. But my oldest son passed away. His oldest brother passed away on the football field. Young man, he was 14 or 15 and he had a heat stroke. He had a heat stroke and heat exhaustion. And that was one of the reasons that my son hadn't played contact football. He played a little flag football, but he never played contact football. So not only is he a freshman who made the varsity, this was actually his first football game ever. His first contact football game ever. And I was nervous. I ain't gonna lie, I was scared. I was nervous and
As you should be. As you should be.
And shout out to my ex-wife. That was a lot for her. And I truly, truly appreciate her letting my son go and letting him out there because she lost her firstborn. She lost her firstborn to the sport that we all love. It's a sport we love. It's a sport that afforded us a lot of opportunities in life and gave us a chance to see a lot of different places and do a lot of different things.
Yes, sir.
We credit this game of football. It's more than a game to us.
Yeah.
It's something that we owe dearly. And so I really want to thank my ex-wife for letting my son get out there and play because he said he wanted to do it. So she let him go out there and do it. And
it's in him though, Sly. I mean, I ain't gonna give you too much credit. I'm gonna give it to your ex-wife. But his squarehead Papa was a pretty good football player, man. I mean, he looked funny. Looked like somebody that played back with the leather helmet chance. They just had the ball.
Hey, what's the dude name in the NFL? White Shoes.
Billy White Shoes.
Billy White Shoes.
Billy White Shoes. Billy White Shoes Johnson.
You know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about getting them some white cleats and put up some white cleats.
But just Sly, you did yours to stand out. Just let him be with the team, man. Don't get him. Don't make him wear them white shoes because you want him out. But he got a chance to be out there. Let him have his own swag.
But it's funny though. We talk about. I love what football is doing for my son. Getting out there. He's at a new school. He started freshman, and he didn't go to our local school. He didn't go to the school. The neighborhood school. He goes to a charter school. He goes to a charter school, a charter academy, and that school is not one of these sports academies. It ain't great. It ain't great collegiate. It ain't no school that's there just for football. They're a STEM school, and football's kind of afterthought at that school. But I do appreciate, and this is one of the things I talk about football and especially high school sports. It is that camaraderie that you build, those lifelong friends. We all know each other. Like I said, I've known LeBron since elementary school and known Chance in middle school. But the reason we're cool is because we are teammates. We're teammates. We bled on the same field. We had the triumphs, we had the losses, we had all of that together. And those are, just so many life lessons that you learn from playing, a team sport, and especially in high school. And
sure.
All you parents out there who watching and who check it out, all the stuff, it's just so important to get your kid out there and let your kid, experience that team sports. And once again, man, shout out to my ex-wife for allowing my son to get out there and play, because it was hard for her. It was hard for her. I was talking me and my old lady, man, we were laying down in the bed, we was talking, and she asked the question. She was like, you know, how does your ex-wife feel? And you know, and my ex-wife was sitting right in front of me, you know, and I was like, you could tell she was nervous. You know, she lost a son, man, and you know, that's a pain.
That's big, man.
Pain. I don't want to wish on nobody, but
hey, but I'm gonna give you a little bit of advice. Don't give her no more shout outs.
No, what now?
I said, don't give her no more shout outs.
Oh yeah, that's
you got another boo now.
Oh, that's a last shout out.
Don't get in trouble.
Fans, I know we give you hell about where you finished in your class, but boy, that's the smartest thing you done said on this show. Since COVID, boy. That's enough now. That's about 4 or 5 of them. That's the limit. You done reached your limit.
That's all you get. But yeah, real stuff right there, Sly. You know, that's a milestone in life. I know y'all never forget. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I tell you what, football teaches, like you were saying, a lot of life lessons, man. Because who's to say if you and Chance hadn't played football and, you know, grown up playing against each other and then became teammates. You know what I'm saying? Look at these relationships and these friendships and brotherhoods we've established, and we still keep in contact every day. You know what I'm saying? And that's been what, 30 something years ago, long time ago.
Yep.
So man, it teaches more than toughness and just being a quote unquote gladiator and a tough guy. It teaches a lot of life lessons that you'll carry with you, not only for sports, but even after sports and off the field. So I really do appreciate that.
And even more so than that, you know, it gives you connections. Like you go to college and play football, you know, you got these alumni and stuff that, you know, follow the football team. You mess around, get a good job because of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, people you know help you get it. Ain't what you know, is who you know type thing. You got people in high places that, you know, like, oh man, I like how you play. You know, they think you're a good person type of thing. You know what I'm saying? They give you a shot, maybe when they come in and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I know for me, you know, if it wasn't for football, I probably wouldn't be in the position as far as job wise as I am. I had people looking out for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. You owe so much, man. I think we all owe so much, man, because like myself, I call games. That's what I managed to, you know, make a living on radio, television, the internet, just calling games. And, you know, the only reason I got in that door is because I played football. You know, the only reason I could do that is because I play football. We all owe a lot, man. Broad coach. You know, you living the dream, you know.
Man, and it's definitely a dream. It's funny, man. We was talking in the pre-show, man. It's crazy being on this side. And you go back and look at things that you were coached to do back then, and you look at it now and be like, man, boy, if we would have did. So having that chance just to help young men and coaching basketball too with the young ladies, man, it's just a privilege, man. It's something that I don't take lightly, man, and I really do, you know, appreciate the parents out there that are like Sly and Chance that give us a opportunity to work with their young people. So I definitely don't take my coaching position lightly.
Yeah, you know, my first years out of college, I coached for 8 years. And man, you know, I still got kids that I coached, you know, hit me on Facebook and stuff like, what up, coach? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I ain't even coach no more, but that's how they know me. And I felt like I was a pretty positive influence in a lot of their lives too. And, you know, so try to give back. I coach all my kids. I coach the CJ football team right now. Even though we got a lot of work to do. but you know, I'm spending time with them. They learning hard work. They learning, you know, accountability, all that stuff, man. It's like even if you're not a good team, you can get some good things out of playing football. You know what I mean? Because you got to be on time or penalties for that. And you know how some of us are that don't like to be on time.
Mm-hmm.
Most folks who play football, basketball, they're gonna be on time. They're gonna be there 30 minutes, 15 minutes early because you know, I had a coach tell me like to be early is to be on time. Be on time is to be late.
Yep. Yeah. Man, shout
You
out to
teaching them right, dog.
shout out to the viewers, man. Shout out. We see you out there, Shell. She said we didn't let Jacob play football due to a health condition when he was younger. Once I got past the fear, he is good and living his best life, being a part of the team. Yep.
Yeah.
Who
But
else?
that's a big hurdle to get over, though, man. You know, that's a big hurdle. I remember one of our teammates back in the day, man, we used to get on the bus and go over to get our physicals. And they did the physical, and he had a hole in his heart. I think it's a heart murmur. And I never forget having to, you know, talk to him, man. And because, you know, that was his thing, football. And they told him that they were going to have to recheck him, and there was a chance that he might not even get to play again.
Yeah. Shout out who we got out there. We got Shannon out there. Shout out Nikki. Nikki just said it's not who you know, is who knows you. Yeah, very true. Very true. That is facts. That is facts. Man, you know, a lot of things, man. We credit football with a lot, bringing people together and stuff like that. But one of the major things in the news is football might not be bringing somebody together. Football might be taking somebody apart, man.
And apart.
Man. Check this out, man. This whole Micheal Oher situation. Not sure if our listeners or everybody are familiar with it, but Micheal Oher, if you remember the movie The Blind Side was supposed to be based on his life. Micheal Oher was a guy outside of Memphis. He was from the Memphis area, right?
Yeah.
He was from the Memphis area, and he was, you know, almost homeless. His mom was a crackhead.
That's what the movie say.
Yeah, that's what the movie say. This is what the movie say now. This is what the movie say. His mom was a crackhead. And I'm gonna tell you about this movie in a second after I break this down. But his mom was almost a crackhead, and he was living with the family.
How you almost a crackhead though?
Well, his mom was a crackhead.
I don't know if it's almost in that thing.
It ain't no almost when it comes to crack. You all the way in. But his mom was living. He was living with the family, and the guy wanted to get his son in the private school. And well, he told the private school, hey, if you let my son in, I got this big 6'6", 330-pound kid. He can come with my son. And so we'll get both of them in. And so they got Micheal into the private school, and the dude's wife ended up putting Micheal out. And so he was like living in a laundromat for a little while. And, you know, your patron saint white lady sees him walking down the street, sees a 330-pound, 6'6" black kid walking down the street. She says, hey, I'll save you, black kid. And she brings him in the house and washes him up, give him a place to stay. And they're trying to, and he decides to join the football. You got all these coaches out here. Nobody can teach him how to play. But the super white lady comes in and says, no, you have to block like this. And he learns how to block because the super white lady came and taught him how to block.
Hey, Sly, why it sounds so funny when you say it?
And then,
it's so funny because, you know, I was coaching at a private school. We played them every year. So in basketball, he played basketball too. We didn't have a football team at the time. So it was a black guy with like Hugh Freeze that coached at Ole Miss.
Yeah.
He was football coach and the girls basketball coach. But then when they got Micheal Oher, they bumped him up to the boys basketball coach. And I remember talking to the coach, and he was pissed off. Boy. He was like, yeah, they let the white boy, all this politics, blah, blah, blah. You know, he took the spot. So he was coaching girls and boys at the time. And then he ended up going to Ole Miss off of Micheal Oher, man. Stuff crazy. Wow. But the real story behind the Micheal Oher thing, he was already at the school called Briarcrest. It's a private school, real nice school. He was already there. It wasn't like they picked him up off the street, none of that.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's crazy. Like, they just, I mean, for the movie, I mean, it was a great story. They made $300 million off the movie. But he only got, I think I still listen to Memphis radio, like talk radio. And I think he get like $6,000 a year off of that movie.
Yeah. And the rumors are saying that well, let's fast forward. He turns 18, he graduates from high school, and he decides to go to Ole Miss, which was the family's
alma mater.
Alma mater.
So that's where he decides to go to college. And when he turns 18, he's been living with his family for a few years now, and they have accepted him as one of their own, and he's in the family photo and all of this stuff. And so he thinks they're going to adopt him. But what they did, they signed a conservatorship. Now, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. And instead of adoption papers, they signed a conservatorship. And so basically, I think that means they are
in charge of his financials.
Yeah, they're in charge of his.
Any business deal that he do, they
get
had
something.
that. Yeah. No, they handled it. You know what I'm saying? And he's close to our age, I'm sure. So he's
he
40.
Yeah, he in his mid-30s at least.
And that's still in effect. They never dropped.
And so what it looks like, what is being alleged, because we don't know the facts, but what's being alleged is that the family's two kids, the brother and the sister, they got $250,000 for that movie, for their name and rights or whatever to be for the movie, and he only got like $25,000 or something like that.
Well, and they got the same amount. Each of them got the same amount. Like the parents, so the two parents, two kids, and him. So 5 people, they split whatever money it was 5 ways.
But what they're saying though, they're saying that everybody else got $250,000 and he didn't get it. He ain't get it.
He got it. And see, the messed up thing about it was he went to the NFL, right?
Yeah.
So he was getting cheap. But he wasn't really paying attention to what was going on the back end with all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? He put trust in them folks that took care of him, took him in. And let me tell you that Tuies, that's their last name, that's the family name. They was a rich family, dog. Like they had 200 Taco Bells and they sold them for like $250 million. Like way before then.
Look at Chance with the inside information. See, that's why you need to listen to the Rep 28 part. You don't know who we know and what's going on.
Man,
Chance got it.
We know everything.
Chance got it.
So they didn't need the money.
Yeah, but when most of the time white folks don't need the money. They like stealing it from.
How long they done rolled our backs? How long they done rolled our backs in America anyway? You know what I'm saying? But it's just funny how Sly really told the truth in this movie. Now this little white woman came out there and showed this big 6'6", 300-something pound guy how to become this All-American. And the whole world bought it now.
Now here's the crazy thing. This is what a lot of people are saying, okay, they've been stealing money from him for this long. How come he hadn't said anything? Why it's just news to everybody else? Well, lo and behold, the young brother just got married not too long ago. He got married to a sister. And now this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that sister said, wait a minute. This NFL money is drying up. Let's go and take a look at these finances now. Let's take a look at where all your money come from. And this is why you want to have a strong black woman in your life. It pays to have a strong black woman in your life. This sister said, hey, let's look at these books. Let's go and count some of this change.
That math ain't math.
That math
wasn't mathing, buddy.
He was like, no, they didn't.
Nah,
but
baby.
That's what we all need that in our life. We all need that smart, melanated woman behind us. Because if it was anybody else, another race or nationality, they wouldn't have cared.
Well,
that woman said, let me check them books.
I'll say that I don't know what his money situation is now. But yeah, a lot of these women they're gonna try to find that money.
Oh yeah,
not like a sister, boy. He put him in the right spot. And I don't think it's just because his money drying up or she trying to stick it to him. I just think that's just what they do.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, these sisters, but hey, sisters won't wait. They gonna get everything in order. They gonna get it all.
That's
they
right.
gonna get you straight.
Decent and in order. Everything should be done decent and in order.
My daddy, growing up, my daddy made the money, but my mama was in charge of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's how that worked. But the thing is now, you know, he's suing, trying to end the conservatorship. And because here's the thing, the man's in his 30s and he's not retarded. You know what I'm saying? He ain't retarded, he ain't handicapped. So why does he even have a conservatorship over him right now? That should have been ended years and years ago. And what's going on? The Tuohy's, the lady, she's a public speaker now. She goes around and she you know,
benefiting off of him.
Yeah,
benefiting off of him once again.
And saying they adopted him.
Yeah.
Yeah. They ain't never bring up the other part. They just said we adopted him. He lived in our home. What, his senior year?
I think it was his junior senior.
Yeah, it might be his junior and his senior year. That's when he lived in the home. And
but
then
she's still profiting. She's still profiting off of him.
It made me think. You know, I don't know if this true or not. Like this no source, but you know they had a daughter at the house. That made me think maybe he smashed the daughter, and they like, no, we can't adopt.
Yeah, who knows? You know, he might have went on in and knocked the daughter off one time. You know, who knows?
Or a lot of he did that.
Nikki Bates said, I tell my husband it's my job to help him seek out everything that will make him a better person. That includes therapy, other job opportunities, eliminating negative people, etc. Yeah, hey, hey, you know, they say, you know, I ain't the best person in the world when it comes to reading the Bible, but it say something about your wife need to be a helpmeet.
So Nikki Bates picked his friend. He can't kick it with us. He can't kick it with the boys. He got to kick it with I guess people that's in the business world or whatever.
Yeah, Nikki ain't gonna let her husband kick it with us. We some good, upstanding young gentlemen of the community, Nikki.
We are.
People
don't know that, man. Like people got to know.
If he kick it with us, man, he will contribute money to different scholarship funds.
And the Route 28 pocket.
You know?
That's right.
We are going to donate the different shoe models and help their scholarship funds out. That's because that's what we do.
We start making the communities better. We make communities better.
She said we good brothers, so that means her husband can hang with us.
There you go. All
right. I appreciate you, Nick.
Send them to Atlanta with us. Send them to Atlanta. Let kick it with us in Atlanta. but yeah, man. So I don't know, man. I said I was going to talk about that movie, man. From the moment The Blind Side came out, I hated The Blind Side. I hated it because if you look at that movie, every Black person in that movie was evil. Every Black person in that movie was bad or maybe conniving or something about every Black. It was no positive Black person in that movie. And let's break down the number of Black people they had in the movie. They had the mom, she was a crackhead. Then the Black people they had when they went to the ghetto, they went to the hood. All the dope dealers or whatever in the hood.
The dope boys.
The dope boys in the hood. The NCA officer, the NCA officer who was about to not let him play at Ole Miss, she was Black. Yeah, she was Black. And she was saying that he couldn't play, that it was illegal. Even the Black guy who got him into the private school, they made it seem like he was just using Mike to get his son in. And then his wife is the one who kicked Mike out. So every Black person in the movie was,
and that dude was his little league coach, and he took him in. You know what I'm saying? Like he the real hero.
Yeah.
he caught him before, you know, he get all them bad influences. You know, they got him once he was already balling and busting everybody head in high school.
They had the easy job, dog. They was already well off, so feeding him and clothing him and doing that stuff was easy. The little league coach ain't have all them resources, you know what I'm saying?
He
So
did
that's why
good.
they still benefit. Yeah, that's why they still benefiting from him, man.
And it's crazy. It's just crazy in that movie how they made it out like this dude ain't know nothing about football, ain't know how to play or nothing. And then she just teaches him. She goes out on the football field and gives these magical instructions. Now he all of a sudden all
Not,
American.
and he throwing people from the field to the stands.
Yeah.
Hey, Sandra Bullock won an Oscar off of that thing too, didn't
That probably did.
Oscar Grammy. What's the actor? Oscar.
I think
Oscar.
Yeah. She
She
probably
won an
did.
Oscar. She did.
She probably did, man. But
Hey, folks were saying that she should give her Oscar back. I was like, nah, I don't agree with that one. 'Cause I'm like,
yeah,
she was just acting role. Like the real life stuff is what, you know, it really means something.
Yeah, you can't take it out on Sandra Bullock. She acted the role to get paid.
mm-hmm.
You know, and you can't stop the money source.
So man, that's that bull. That's that bull, man. That's why I hated that movie from the moment I seen it. From the first moment I saw that movie, I hated that movie. I always thought it was some bull crap.
That's a good point you made too, Sly. That's a very good point you made, my guy.
So, but anyway, man, enough, man. I hope this brother get his money and get all his money. And we will definitely find out what type of greed these people have if they don't hurry up and get rid of this conservatorship. Like that should be a non-issue. That should be the conservatorship should be gone now. They should go in that now because there's no reason for that man at 30-something years old to have a conservatorship on.
For what?
There's no
he
reason.
He played in the NFL and all that. Why does he need it?
Mm-hmm.
Except for, like you said, greed and just lusting out the money.
Now, see the thing.
I'm not sure if they get money out of that. I'm not.
Oh yeah, they do because what they had with that conservatorship, they can use his likeness. They still have permission to use his likeness as long as they're in charge of the conservatorship. So whatever little whatever little speaking engagement she's getting those speaking engagements because she is the mother who adopted Micheal Oher. You know, she ain't nothing but a housewife. You know, she was just a housewife. Wasn't nobody paying her to go anywhere and speak, you know. But now that she has that movie came out, now, you know, she's in demand. You know, she's a speaker now. So, you know, that should be ended. That should be ended and ended fast, quick, and in a hurry.
And he need to recoup his money though.
Yeah, now that's gonna be the question. Now, will he get his money back? Now,
will he ever get his money?
Yeah,
what you think? If you had to take not a guess, but make a prediction right now, what you thinking, Chance? Sly, will he get it?
I don't think he's getting nothing retrospective back, but from here on out.
Yeah, I don't
so
think
no back pay.
No
just
back
whatever comes in from this point forward.
Yeah, whatever royalties they make off that movie now, that's what he'll get. But the thing is, he'll never make $1 of royalties off that movie based off of me, because I ain't gonna never watch it. I ain't watching it. I done seen it, and I'm like, screw it. I ain't watching it no more, man, because I thought it was bull. I thought it was some bullshit. So, yeah. Nikki just said public speaking pays very well. Yeah, it pays real well, man. You know, you get a couple of opportunities to speak or to MC an event or something like that. Yeah, man, that's a nice little check. I take that.
And they feed you, put you in a room and all that.
Mm-hmm. So I love that when it come my way, but you know, it don't come my way that often. Not the public speaking events. But
you know, Sly, if it was on radio, that hit you up.
Well, you say you got a face for radio?
You are hilarious.
They don't want,
You
they ain't
about
gonna hire no milk dud to come out there and
you about as
speak to
funny
nobody.
as you are fine. So
Oh,
that means you ain't very funny.
I'm pretty fine. Hey,
Shan said he ain't gotta be funny. He's a great football coach.
Ask the people. Ask the people.
LeBron said you a great football coach. What was your score this weekend?
That don't show. Hey, I've had good records. I've had
That's
good
right.
teams before.
That
But,
don't make you a bad coach, Chance. Don't let Sly do you like that.
I'm gonna call
hey,
him out.
just like Sly said, he's the greatest football dad. We can go there.
I am, boy. Yeah.
Y'all ignorant.
But this,
Y'all are ignorant.
but it's crazy for me though, being a football dad, man, being on that sideline, man. I ain't, dog. It's been 19 years since I actually paid to get into a high school game. I've been calling games for 19 years. I have not paid to get into a high school game, and that's what I did Friday. And
you had to pay?
Yeah, I paid to get in. I ain't used my pass. I just paid to get in. I was a dad. I was. Now that might be the last time I do, but
for real.
But I figure, hey, I paid my money. I was up there, coach. You suck. Quit calling the wrong play.
Put Camden in. If you want to get a stop, put Camden in.
Hey, what number is it?
He's 60, number 60.
Oh, hey, Sly, I'm gonna tell you something. Now. You got to get him out of that 60.
I was trying to get him 58. I tried to get. They ain't have it.
That's cool. Not 60.
He'll be 58 next year.
Okay. Well, all I'm gonna tell you is your number tells you a lot.
If I got to go in special order the uniform, he gonna be 58 next year.
Oh man.
Hey, Sly said he's gonna give him 68. Hey, but talking football though, you know, my son played football also. He's running back. I had to move him from free safety to outside linebacker, get a little more pressure on the ball. He played a great game yesterday. We didn't come out with the victory, but he did his part. I'm proud of him.
You was close.
Yeah, I mean, he'd get us down. He get a 40-yard run, and then we get 3 penalties and a fumble, and then it'd be 4th down and 28 or something like that. He did his thing.
But that's my thing, though. I seen CJ play. CJ fast, man. CJ once he turned that corner, it ain't too many people catching him. It ain't too many people catching him. So my thing with CJ is, you know, with all that speed, if he can get some coaching on the sideline with him.
Yeah, that's the problem. He don't have adequate coaching, dog. He could be somebody if I was his coach.
He just doing it off of talent alone, man. Off of talent and the fact
and
that
genes his mama's side of the family.
Mama athlete, you know, so that's all, man. He working with
talent. A D1 athlete.
D1 track star, man, you know. So that's all he working with.
Only thing that's hurting him is he got one side pulling on him hard that wasn't that athletic and whatnot.
No,
so, but we're going to keep praying nephew through it.
Hey, that's messed up, man. I talk good about Sly son.
I talk good about your son.
He talk good about
I talk great about your son.
No, I didn't say nothing bad about you. It's all good.
Hey, you said I had a faith for radio.
Keep on moving. No, that was true though. I mean, I was just telling the truth. I was just telling. I wasn't trying to make a joke and that was true.
I'm telling the truth.
And LeBron said you had a face for radio. I didn't say that.
No, you said it. And I put it in context. So don't try to hide behind me.
That ain't what I was meaning.
Hey, I'm tired of protecting you. I'm tired of protecting you from Sly, man. Stop hiding behind me.
Whatever.
When he get a hold of you, whenever we do our RIP 28 podcast retreat, I ain't protecting you no more.
You ain't got to.
But yeah, man. We try to help a listener. I'm sitting up here trying to type something and talk at the same time, man. I can't do it.
It's brain overload.
Typing. Hey, but you know, like we always talk about, man. You know, Little league football. I'm coaching that. Brian coaching high school football. You know what I'm saying? The wins and W's do mean something. I mean, the wins and losses do mean something, but you're always really doing something positive in life regardless. But I think it's an underrated thing because, you know, me being the head coach, I get all the complaints from the parents. Folks ain't getting playing time. But I want him to play tight end, but he really a defensive tackle. You know, it's like, you know, you gotta navigate through the waters all the time, and it's a lot harder than people think. You know, and it's volunteer for me. Like I ain't getting paid for it. I'm like, all right, so I'm not getting paid. I'm doing this voluntary. Don't be coming at me crazy.
Chance, you ain't in danger until one of the parents write into your podcast and tell them tell them you ain't treating their kid right, and what he got to do to get playing time.
Yeah, that's what get me. The parent won't write in on it. Like, hey, man.
Like, what y'all gonna tell me? Y'all ain't never seen the kid play. And if I show you the video of practice, y'all will be like, I see why he ain't playing, coach.
I do got some parents that's realistic, and they like, yeah, the kid can't play. And some of them out there, the kid can't play.
They're delusional.
Yeah, they got the blinders on or something. I like, man, you had practice that day because we can't. Supposedly they can't leave. They can't just drop them off and come back. Like something happened, they need to be able to take the doctor. You know, but you see him at practice every day.
Hey, speaking of coaches, shout out to our favorite upstate defensive coordinator, Mr. Anton Bennett.
Oh yeah, Anton! Shout out to Anton, man. Anton got their first win of the year, man. They pitched a shutout, ain't
it?
Yeah.
Ton, you had a shutout?
Did they pitch a shutout?
I don't know, Ton.
So.
You need to comment, Ton, right now.
You come on, get on. Click the link, Ton. Get on.
Man, well, check this, man. We done hyped it up enough, man. We got
Ton did have a shutout. Hey,
Tom,
well, since y'all talking about scores and y'all don't want to tell Chan's score, I'm gonna tell our score from Brooklyn Case. We played a team out of Charlotte, Harding University High School, and it was 45-6 for the good guys.
Y'all put the beat down on them.
Straight beat. That go our favorite upstate defensive coordinator.
Look at him. He won't come in. He won't come
sideways.
in.
Now he can get on.
Turn your screen sideways. Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
Now you get on, man.
You in the office, ain't it?
Yeah, we just got our practice.
Ton, that's how my office look too. Oh man, I'm proud of you, Ton. Congratulations, man.
Appreciate you.
All right.
Yeah.
Tough, boy.
Take this one in because next one ain't gonna be rough on you.
I know. Hey,
Who y'all got that?
We got Grill.
Grill? Oh yeah, Grill's supposed to be. They keep a good squad.
Yeah, we Lawrence terrible, man.
Well,
hey, don't be getting on our podcast calling out teams and coaches now, Tom. We ain't gonna allow that.
You right.
Man, give them bulletin board material right there.
Yeah.
You right. That for next year for him, then. I ain't gonna see it no more.
we only tell how bad a coach Chance is.
It don't matter to me.
Yeah.
High school is that real deal.
Well, check this, man. The people been asking about this, so we got to give them what they want, man. We got a brother write into us, and he got a serious problem. And we got to help him the only way that we know how. Let's just give him some good old-fashioned RIP 28 advice, man. The letter is entitled, My Friend Wife. What up, fellas? I need y'all help. I'm relatively new to my city. I moved all the way across country, so I don't really have a lot of friends in my new city. Well, I started hanging out with one of my coworkers. He is a pretty cool guy, and we have similar interests, but he is a super, super Christian guy. Well, he decided to introduce me to his fiance one day, and to my shocking surprise, I knew her. She was stationed with me some years ago when we were in the Marines. Here's the problem. She was the base freak when we were overseas. Man, she had been ran through a few times. I ain't gonna lie. Me and my battle buddy ran a train on her. Now, fast forward to when he introduced us, she played it cool and pretended like she didn't know me. I played it cool too. But when we got alone, she told me not to tell him that I knew her. Now, I understand that everyone has a past, but she is playing this holier than thou role like she was some type of good girl. My homeboy told me that she said she doesn't like it when I hang out with him because I am a bad influence. Should I tell him that his old lady is a freak? And he ends it right there. Should he tell him that his old lady is a freak?
They're not really friends like that. That sound like I wouldn't tell them. I wouldn't tell them. I mean, if that was a boy, of course
Yeah.
I'd tell 'em. But I'm like, hey, you gonna mess up their relationship? Tell some stuff that happened years ago. She might not be a freak.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't tell him neither, man. That shit over with.
Yeah.
Hey, but I do know some dudes that'll be like, hey, if you don't give me some one more time, I'm gonna tell
Oh, dirty dude.
Oh, dirty dog.
I know they out there. They out there.
Oh, dirty dog.
My thing is though, it kind of depends, man. Normally, I'm of the outlook when it comes to somebody's relationship, and especially if somebody done stepped out, it ain't none of my business. I keep my mouth shut because the thing is, if you tell somebody, next thing you know, they might get back together, and when they get back together, the other partner gonna look at you like, well, that's the nigga who told me to break up with you. And so now you permanently on the shit list. So I keep my mouth shut. But I don't like them fake Christians though. I don't like the ones who play that holier than thou routine that I'm always being good. I ain't never do no bad. So if she plays that routine and she's playing that game like, you know, she was damn near a virgin, and this man thinking, you know, I don't know this dude's situation. I don't know if he's saving himself to marriage or whatever. He expecting he getting some pure chick. Now, if he's expecting that he's getting some pure chick and he's saving himself and all that, I don't know, man.
Hey, Aiko had a good point. She say she's only saying he's a bad influence because she's afraid he's gonna snitch on her.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That's bad to make him look bad, dog. When
Right.
you know what he could tell is the truth.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
But I would still mind my business though. For me, I gotta mind my business. Let him find out for himself, or she like Carmen said, everybody can change. You know what I'm saying? So that might not be the thing to do.
Yeah. And they bring up a good point, man. Everybody can change. Everybody had a past. But the thing is, apparently, you know, she did her dirt and she done moved some way far away, and she's not running into people where you know it could come out and it could hurt her. But if like they're in the same town, where she was you know, like let's say, you know, they both grew up in Columbia, and he lived on the other side of town, and she lived in Northeast, and he lived on Broad River. All right, now that's too close to home. That's too close to home because you're gonna run into your whole past.
But yeah, see, if they that close, he already know.
Yeah.
He already know.
Mm-hmm.
If they that close. If he a dude who just ain't from Columbia and you know what I'm saying, just moved in, he might not know, but it's, you know, Columbia's too small, man. Everybody know everybody. Everybody know everybody's business.
Yeah.
This thing got out already.
Yeah. But now, first of all, Stacy, this is where you're wrong. Well, Stacy says, well, the past is the past. I bet he dry snitched, not to mention that his whole ass smashed. See, here's the thing. You calling our Rip 28er, our listener who wrote, you said he's a hoe. Now that is factually true. Men aren't hoes, okay? You know, he ain't engaged to nobody. He's just a outstanding young gentleman who was in the Marines, in the Army or whatever he was in. and he just knows some information about somebody. That don't make him a hoe because he knows some information. Stacey, stop calling people names, Stacey. You being mean. Don't call people names.
He had his time with her too, but that, yeah, like I said, that don't make him a hoe. That make her a hoe.
Yeah.
My opinion.
So yeah, man. So I don't
You think she should go ahead and fess up though?
Well, my thing is though, she nervous. She got to be nervous because she knows that this man knows her past. She know that this man know her past. So because she know that this man know her past, that's why she telling her husband not to hang out with him. And so I think she need to go ahead and fess up, man. She need to go ahead and fess. If he a Christian, Christians supposed to forgive each other, right? They supposed to forgive. So, and if dude really love her, man, he'll forgive and move on. Cause see, here's the thing, man. We're at an age now where if we go out and find a new woman tomorrow, we ain't finding no virgins. You know what I'm saying? We ain't finding no virgins and we ain't finding no girls with clean resumes. At 44 years old, that shit out the window. If she a virgin at 44 years old, something wrong with her. I'm just being real. Something wrong with her if she's still a virgin.
Something ain't right.
Mhm.
That 44?
Yeah, something ain't right.
Boy, bye.
Hey, AC Green, how long AC Green went?
That's what he told you. But he went about.
That man played for the Lakers, though.
Yeah, the Lakers and the Mavericks too. But no, all them cities. If Magic was doing what he was doing, what you think AC and Worthington was doing?
AC got down putting the activator in his head.
Mhm. I don't believe AC Green was no goddamn virgin.
Right. Maybe he only got head.
If he was, y'all remember that scene from Scary Movie with Dude First?
Go up to the ceiling.
Proof.
Now Shell just said, if you're into who she is now, what does her past matter? That sounds good. That really sounds good, but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't depend. It's like, hey, what if my fiance was a porno star back in the day? She wouldn't be my fiance.
I hope not.
She wouldn't be my fiance, man. It is. Hey, sometimes your past before you met me, some things you can't get over. And let's throw this question out to the women. Man. What if you find out your fiance, the dude you was messing with, what if you found out he used to be gay? You know what I'm saying? And then he got delivered.
Ain't no used to be.
Yeah, ain't no used to be. Ain't no used to be. So yeah, man. Nah, your past does slightly matter. I can understand everybody having a whole count, but if that whole count is too big, or if it's it's just too freaky. Well, here go the thing.
Outrageous stuff.
Not even too big or not even too freaky. That ain't the issue. Is if too many people know. If nobody knows about your past whole count, if you was a hoe in North Dakota and you was in North Dakota being a freak, and everybody in North Dakota know you're a hoe, long as you avoid North Dakota, you cool with me.
You good.
You cool with me. So
body count should matter, Shell. For a man, body count should matter. I hate to say it, body count should matter.
And I think it's the fact of knowing the body count that matters. Knowing the body count that matters. Because if I don't know the body count, I can't be bothered by it. But if I know it, come on, man.
What about a dude that lie on his dick?
Well, I mean, Hell.
His body count is false.
Yep.
And that's a false equivalency. You can't compare a man body count to a woman body count. I know a lot of y'all women, y'all feminists gonna say, oh no, Sly, how can you say that? Sly, you wrong. You're wrong. But you can't compare a man body count to a woman body count because men, we're designed to have sex. We're designed to have multiple partners. We're designed for all of that. We're designed to figure out who we are. And I think it's highly unrealistic to expect somebody to only have one sexual partner for the rest of their life. All right. Men, we just aren't designed that way. We weren't created that way. If you look at every animal in nature, humans are the only animals who are expected to pick one mate for life. And it's only Western humans. You know what I'm saying? And it's really a recent thing, historically speaking. It's kind of recent that you would pick a wife and have one wife and that's it. So I think, man, if a dude does remain faithful to his wife, I think it should be exceptions. Like every 4-5 years, you should allow that man to go and get some new pussy. If you know what I mean, being faithful, man, go and let that man get another blowjob, man, for being faithful for 5 years in a row. It's hard.
Hey, we don't agree with the comments of Sylvester.
It's hard, man.
He's killing us.
It's hard. But here go the thing. Here go the thing though, man. If you think about it, as a woman, from the time you first grew titties, from the time you were 12 years old, you constantly had men hitting on you, trying to get with you, trying to get in your drawers, So women have experience in saying no to sex. Women have experience in that. A man doesn't have that experience. A man, from the time he was 12, he started going out trying to conquer, trying to get. So if you got some woman who try to trick him and try to give him some pussy, he can't fight that thing away. I don't care how strong he is, man. I don't care how strong you are. You got a woman trying to give you some pussy, man. Come on, man. You gotta reward a man who can walk away from getting some pussy. You gotta reward him. That's facts. That is Sly Williams Rip 28 podcast.
But going back to the body count thing. All right, so say a girl been doing something since she been 18 years old, and like she ain't no hoe or nothing. Say she ain't had no steady boyfriend. So just give this average number of she done had sex with 2 people a year, right? Now you 44, so with that 18, 28, 38, 44. That's 26 years, right? Something like that. You multiply that time too. That's a lot of people, though. You know what I'm saying? So can you be mad at that? Like I don't think you can.
You can't be mad. Let me answer some questions, man. Let me answer some questions out here because the ladies got some questions and I'm gonna answer for you. You say, Eco says, "Hey, how you doing, Eco? I'm glad I ain't see you." I ain't see you at the cookout, man. Glad you're checking us out. But she says, "So me,
upstate,
huh?
I going upstate, ain't it?
I don't know where she at.
I ain't seen my buddy in a long time.
Yeah, I ain't seen her in a long time. But anyway, she says, so men don't turn down sex. And yes, we do. Yes, we do. Well, first of all, black men don't cheat, but that's a whole nother story. We'll talk about that later. But men, yes, we turn down sex. We do. But what I'm saying is it is harder for a man to turn down sex than it is for a woman to turn down sex. It's a lot harder for a man to do it than it is a woman because women have more experience. Women have more experience turning down sex. And then Shell say men lack self-control. No, we don't lack self-control. It is just nature. It's just nature. As a woman, you have one egg. A man has 1 million sperm. That's the way God designed it. This ain't Sylvester. This is God. God designed it this way, man, not me. No,
Once again, those are the thoughts of Sylvester Williams, not those of the Rip 28 podcast.
Don't shoot the messenger. You know, people ain't like Jesus when Jesus came through, but you know, he maintained. I'm not giving excuses.
Hey, wait a minute. Let's get back on to what we're doing, because we ain't gonna be talking about Jesus in this scenario.
Okay. My bad. But the information for this, for the brother who called,
Lord.
the brother who wrote the letter.
Uh-huh.
Are we all in agreement though that he should just mind his business?
Yeah,
Mind his business. Yeah, mind your business, man.
hey, they probably so if he really want to be his friend, like if she might end up telling him because she gonna feel guilty, you know what I'm saying? So that, I guess that's the question. Do you tell him before she do?
And the thing is, man, I don't know, man. I just see it coming up. It's gonna come up, man. You just can't take. Somebody gonna break down. Somebody gonna say. So.
Well, she trying to end it. She trying to break up their friendship so he don't be the one to tell me. That's why she's trying to put that in his head.
It's gonna be a drunk night.
Yep.
It's gonna come out.
Yep. That liquor gonna get the flowing. That liquor gonna get the flowing, and you know what happened
when the Remy hits the system.
And that liquor is the ultimate truth serum, man. It's the ultimate truth serum. So yeah, man, that truth gonna come out. That truth gonna come out. So what I'm hoping,
well, let it go.
I'm hoping my man can just back off, and you know, hopefully it don't come up, man. But we're telling, our advice would be, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Keep hanging out with your homie. You know what I'm saying?
That's tough too. When hanging out with dude, and
right?
You know, and he don't know, and then he invites you over to a family gathering, and I keep catching the side eye. You know what I'm saying? Him and the wife, and like, hey, don't tell nobody. You don't tell nobody. That's tough. That's a tough one right there.
I think it would have been easier if he didn't hit too. So he walking around like, man, I know she a freak because I hit.
With
what I'm saying?
Somebody else.
Right.
With somebody else. So yeah, that's gonna be a tough one there, guys.
And then they kiss and stuff at the house and all that. He's like, dang, bro.
Nikki,
That's a bad look.
Nikki just said, "Are you comparing yourself to Jesus?" Well,
Lord.
I am God's son. God is my father. So you know, you can figure that out however you want to.
He said, take that as you may.
Take that as you may. I ain't say I was Jesus, but I am God's son. So, but yeah, man. My brother, man, I know you're gonna be checking us out probably, and you probably checking us out now live, or possibly you're checking us out when we come online, when we bring it online, when we're on. We will be on YouTube. We'll be on Spotify. We'll be iHeartRadio, iTunes, Google Podcasts. We're all different places. Make sure you click the subscribe button. Make sure everybody who's listening now, go to our YouTube page and click the subscribe button. Make sure you check us out. You got Spotify. We need to get that Spotify number up. We need to get that Spotify. So go and click on Spotify. Spotify is free too for all you people out there watching. Spotify is free. So go and click on that one. But yeah. Where we at? Yeah. I forgot where we was at. But yeah, if you're checking us out, man, if you're listening, brother, keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. Don't mess up a happy home because you want a friend. So don't do that. Don't do that, man. Hey, check this out, man. We're getting close to time. We're getting close to that point when we get to this point, man, we like to take a walk down the 90s block. The 90s block. What we do during the 90s block, we like to take a couple of things from the 90s and compare it and see what you think of. Since school is starting back up for everybody, we got to talk about fashion. So what we're going to do in the 90s block, we're going to say Karl Kani, Cross Colors, or Tommy Hilfiger. Which one? Which one say you is the one you choose?
I go Karl Kani.
You saying now or back then?
Back then, it's the 90s. So
No, I'm asking that time.
Oh, back then, yeah, Karl Kani.
All right, so I think back then it was Tommy Hilfiger. Then we found out that Tommy Hilfiger was racist. And cross color was about a year or two. It wasn't real long. So I go with
Cross color was more than a year or two.
Yeah, it went for a while.
I think cross color faded out fast.
I'm going with cross color.
Yeah, cross color was out for a while. I thought I was from New York for a little while.
Your plane just landed, son.
Yeah, son. Hey, B.
Yeah, back then everybody in South Carolina was from New York. Now everybody from the West Side ATL, shouted.
West Side.
Hey, what about NYC?
Who?
Everybody called it Nietzsche.
Anichi?
It's called NYC.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that's what we called it, Inichi.
I know. I didn't know it was really called NYC until later.
I thought you was talking about like the New York City joint. You talking about Inichi.
Nah.
I ain't have all that designer stuff.
Hey, FUBU was 90s, ain't it? No,
Yeah.
that was about.
Yeah, FUBU was 90. That's when they had the that's when they had the Bill Cosby. What was the Cosby?
Fat Albert.
Fat Albert.
Yeah.
Oh, that's about it.
Yep.
Norland,
what up, Norland? Norland said Duckhead.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Duckhead ruled everything.
Duckhead Bones River.
A starter. The starter jacket. That was huge.
The starter coat. Hey, you had to be cool. You had to get your starter coat now. I don't care what team it was, get your starter coat.
There you go.
Man, I remember I had me a Raider starter jacket because NWA and all that. We go hoop. So put my jacket on the wall, got finished hooping, that done gone.
Hey, I had a knockoff starter. I had a protein.
Protein. Hey, they look close. They look similar.
Hey, I had protein. I forgot the team I had though.
I had a bright red San Francisco 49ers starter.
All right.
No, this was a year after it came out. We got it from what was that, Burlington, that was on Bush River Road.
Bush River.
Hey, somebody said triple fat goose.
Gary McCausland said triple fat goose.
Yeah.
I never had one, Gary. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never had one.
I ain't had one, but I wanted one.
Yeah,
I probably was with Tom with that protein. Probably had the old protein.
I was like, they got them feathers up in there.
Damn, old protein.
Shout out to Gary played a Benedict with you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a couple of Benedict games this year. I'll be calling a couple of Benedict games this year.
Looking to win. They're looking to win again.
Break an arm, break a leg.
Benedict. All right. Well, check this, man. It's been another great episode of the RIP 28 podcast. We got any parting shots, El Presidente? Got anything to say before we get out of here?
Hey, man, same as always, man. Everybody have a great work week. Come back next week and listen to the show again. Holla.
What about you, Mr. Shutout Defensive Coordinator? You got any parting shots you got to say before you get out of here?
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all inviting me on in the middle of the show. Man, I'm just grinding right now, man. I appreciate the shout outs for everybody. I was nervous as hell goddamn Friday. I can tell you, nervous as goddamn. I was nervous as shit, man. I don't want to say what I was nervous like, but anyway.
Out there like Willie Beeman out there.
Oh, man, but anyway, I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate the support y'all guys give me and everything, man. And I try to get on here as much as I can, Doc.
All right, well, we got a seat
Sound
waiting for you
good.
when you come in. All right,
Yeah.
our favorite coach's favorite coach, LBZ. You got anything to say before we get out of here?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna go to bed mad as hell on this Sunday because I mean I got to get up and go to school in the morning, so I ain't looking forward to that. But be ready to go, kids, because Mr. Brown is excited. Yay!
Back at it.
There it is. There it is. Well, check this, man. It's been another great episode of the Rip 28 podcast, man. We're a podcast where a few friends get together and we talk about a few things. Now, some of those things you might like, some of those things you might not like, but we keep on talking about them on the Rip 28 podcast, man. I'm going to leave you all with some words from one of our favorite poet scholars we've ever seen, Mr. Antoine. You call him Big Boy. He says, cheating to beating, envy into a G, they be the same thing. So who you placing the blame on? You keep on singing the same song. Let bygones be bygones, and you can go on and get the hell on, you and your mama. The words of Mr. Antoine Patton, Big Boy, an American poet laureate. We'll see you next week on the Rip 28 podcast. We'll holla.